So I found myself uninspired the other day. I just finished my Robin Ford live stream and I didn't know what to do. So I decided to practice what I preach and I started putting up songs on Spotify. First, I put up Level 42, which is an old band I used to love, and then The Average White Band. That was a great band. Cut the Cakes. It's got some great guitars on it. Then I put up Chic. Then I put up a new song by Ed Sheeran that I actually kind of want to show you guys at a certain point. Then I put up Go West. Go West. I love their early stuff, but this was a later song that was in a movie called King of Wishful Thinking. It lit me up and I was off to the races. So I was able to practice what I preach and just start working out on this song. It's pretty inspiring to play funk guitar over these chord changes and that vocal and that track and that groove in that pocket. Click the link below for the 14-day free trial in the Masterclass. I'm playing a very Nile Rodgers part on this, and it makes sense because I was listening to Chic on the way to finding this song. You can even play the exact part from Le Freak, and it works on this. Hey, so before we go any further, there are lots of places in this video where I would want the guitar to be louder in the mix, but I'm not right about that. It should be right where it is. In fact, it's a little bit too loud right now, and then a little later, it's not quite loud enough. It's a very, very tricky thing because you want the pocket to be right. And really, if you're playing along with the track, you want to blend in. You want it to be like, you want it to be equal to all the other stuff. But I'm telling you, there are times when I wish it was louder, but I had to, really be firm with myself and not turn it up so that it's part of the, the overall kind of, percolating thing, the track, the song. It's D minor to F. I go up an inversion, I play C to F2. Those upstrokes are great for that fill. Using a big brush, I'm hitting all the strings, but I can just grab one note because I'm muting everything with this hand. So when I talk about the big brush and slapping all of the strings but playing one note, this is something I teach in my masterclass a lot. It's a recurring theme. And all that means is that all the flesh from all these fingers is laying over the strings that I'm not using, so that when I pick this one note, I can slap anything over here, and it kind of creates a sizable thump that happens with the note, which is actually a cool thing. And even when some stuff pokes out by accident, if you're in a sympathetic key, which I am here, it being in C and A minor, that's okay too. You can even have something like that pop out and it'll be okay. Now, if you're in E flat, that's a different story. You don't want any of that stuff to happen. But it's lucky if you're in C and A minor, you can you could even, I wouldn't do that, but you could. Endless variations, they're actually kind of welcome. Anytime you do something unexpected, it's kind of welcome. So that's up an inversion from down here, which is a boost for the chorus. So I'm doing the big brush, but I can also go small and palm mute. So I bought this guitar from PRS. I ordered it. It took 7 months to get here, and I'm really pleased with it. My goal was to have a PRS that perhaps, just perhaps, for the first 5 seconds, would not scream, this is PRS, this is maybe, who knows what this is. So I got the dots in the neck. There's only one bird. That's on the headstock. There's no signature. It's got a plain top. It's all black. I did go for the purfling and the beautiful maple binding. I specified 7.5 pounds because I wanted it to weigh just the right weight, and it does. And it sounds really good. It's got great pickups. I'm really pleased. And hopefully, just for the first, maybe the first 3 seconds, you go, what kind of guitar is that? And then you go, oh, yeah, it's a PRS. Now, the bridge and the horn line. Now, jam. And for most of these fills, I use the pentatonic scale. I say let the singer do the fancy stuff and use the 7-note scale. On guitar, the pentatonic scale sounds really good. So when I say I practiced what I preach, it's the inspiration I get from playing on songs, whether it be in the studio with a bunch of other musicians like I'm about to do, or just listening to something on Spotify or on YouTube and playing along. I get inspired by that. And in this particular situation, it did the trick. I mean, I went through a bunch of different stuff. You can go through 8 or 10 things, go through 20 things, and then you'll finally land on something that you want to do that day and you want to dive into. And whether you're creating your own parts, or you're learning the parts that are there, or a combination of both, I think it's a really inspiring thing to do. Let's try some other approaches. I'm going to try just a muted part. So that's all palm muted, all kind of down in the track, simple pentatonic rhythm part. So for some reason, when I started playing this, I kept making mistakes, and I'll tell you why. The reason is it's a very simple song, but the verse starts on an A minor and ends on a C, and the chorus is exactly the same, except it starts on a C and ends on an A minor. Sometimes until I write a chart, I don't memorize the song properly. The act of writing the chords down for me sometimes burns it in a way to where I actually never have to look at the chords again. But here are the chords. There's the verse. There's the B section. There's the chorus. And I'm telling you, I actually needed to do this in order to solve this problem, because anytime the thing would restart at the chorus or verse, I played a C instead of an A minor and an A minor instead of a C. And I'm going, why am I keep making this mistake? And it was just because I needed to write this chart and have it imprinted on my brain. Certainly you could stay static and just stay in one place with this key. And then add some variations. So that part's written, but all the fills are improvised. There's a combination of a place I know I'm going and somewhere I have no idea I'm going that hopefully is a nice surprise. That's David Williams playing a super skinny Strat part on the original. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. If you are a subscriber, please ring the bell. It lets us let you know every time a new video is released. You can also support us by clicking the link below for the online masterclass. As I always say, we're up to over 100 hours of lessons and content, over 1,000 videos. There's a 14-day free trial. Take your time, take a long look. We'd love to have you join us.